It's time for you to stop your masturbation addiction. So many young men nowadays are addicted to porn and masturbation and the sexual pleasure you get from it. But this needs to stop because porn and masturbation is so bad for you. Now, when I was depressed and had a lack of dopamine, I used to masturbate 3 times a day on average. Now that is an absurd amount of time and not healthy for you at all. That's a very bad addiction if you're doing it 3 times a day. There's probably some of you who are doing it up to 5 times a day. Now, it would get so bad that one day I would masturbate 7 times in a row because I was just home alone and didn't want to do anything else but just watch porn and masturbate. So I did it 7 times in a row. And my foreskin started bleeding. I literally did it so much that I sort of burned the foreskin to the point that I started bleeding. That is what you call an absolutely unhealthy addiction. Now, I really hope that there are some of you, or the majority of you, are not doing it that many times a day and not making your dick bleed, hopefully. But you need to sort this addiction out. It's one of the biggest pillars of self-improvement, is to be able to control your sexual urges and use your sexual urges to doing something productive, using them as a source of energy to power you to do something else. Now, let's first talk about why you are addicted to porn and masturbation. Now, a lot of you probably don't have access to sexual pleasure from another person, a significant other. So what you're doing instead is you're trying to get it from something else. You're trying to get it artificially from the internet. But this is not the way to go about it. It's a very easy way to get dopamine. And as we all know, the things that give you dopamine are very, very easy to get addicted to. So one, you satisfy your dopamine urges and your dopamine system, and 2, you satisfy your sexual urges. You need to get this under control because you are absolutely destroying your dopamine receptors by viewing porn. Your dopamine receptors get spiked and then they go immediately down again after you've watched porn, and they actually go below your baseline. So that means that you are absolutely destroying your dopamine receptors when you are watching porn and masturbating. Now, this is also very, very unattractive. You can easily look at someone and tell when was the last time that they masturbated. At least I can. So you need to get this under control because it's destroying your social life. You will also get less women because women are not attracted to the guy that just sits at home and watches porn and masturbates. They're just not attracted to that. So get your life together, man. So how do you fix it? How do you stop this addiction that you've had for probably around 5, maybe 6, maybe 4 years of your life? How do you destroy this addiction? Well, there's an easy way and there is a hard way. The easy way is to get a girlfriend so that you can satisfy your sexual urges that way. We can hope and pray that your addiction is not so strong that even after you get a girlfriend, you are still addicted to porn and still have sexual urges. You probably shouldn't, but there are exceptions. At least for me, after I got a girlfriend, my addiction completely stopped. I did not have any other urges to masturbate and watch porn. They completely went away after I got a girlfriend. So maybe that will happen to you too. Or maybe you need to go the hard way and fix your addiction that way. So what is the hard way? Well, the hard way is basically what you would call progressive deloading. Now, you've probably heard of progressive overloading in the fitness community, using it as a fitness term. which is basically where you continuously add weight or rep over time during exercises, so that you always train harder and harder than last time. What we want to do here is progressive deloading, which is where you masturbate less and less times over the week. So let's say that you are masturbating twice a day right now. What you want to be aiming for then is to go for at least once a day instead. And then after maybe a week or two, you then say, okay, I'll only masturbate once every 2 days. And then maybe some weeks after that, you then say, oh, once every 3 days, until you've got it under control and you don't have the urges anymore. Now, there are other NoFap YouTubers and advices that are going to say, oh, just hop on a 90-day streak and go for as long as you can. You can't do that. If you continuously obsess over how many days you've gone without masturbating, you will eventually relapse, no matter what. If you know how many days it's been since you've masturbated, you're going to relapse. I'm sorry to say that, but you are. So we want to reach the golden point, which is where you don't even realize that you are on NoFap and that you don't want to masturbate anymore. We want to get to the point where you don't even know porn exists. That's the point you want to get to. Now, the way to reach this is very hard. You need to spend a lot of time doing other things and not leaving your schedule open for porn at all. You need to always do something. There can't be one single moment in your day where there's a short span of time where you're doing nothing. Because then I can guarantee you, you will get the urges and you will relapse eventually. So I suggest start going outside, start doing some activities, join a fight club, go work out more, meet up with friends and get a girlfriend. Basically, any way you can spend your time so that there isn't a period in your day where you're at the risk of relapsing. We don't want that. Now, I would also suggest going off social media, because there are so many moments where you can get triggered and then get the sexual urges just by looking at social media, because so many people have thumbnails with ass and tits in them. Like, if you go on any Reddit forum or anything, there's inevitably going to be boobs or anything that's going to give you the urges. So I would suggest use social media as little as possible. Social media is also very bad for your dopamine receptors, so that's another reason to not use social media. So I would suggest you do that. Now, something that a lot of people don't realize is that the porn industry is fucked. It is so bad for everyone involved. Even the actors and actresses are treated horribly during set. So many girls are just accepting, like willingly accepting rape sometimes. Like, you have to realize that the shit you are watching is terrible for everyone involved. You need to realize that you are currently the goblin sitting in the corner watching other people have sex and just beating your meat. That's the person you are. You are the fucking loser in the corner beating it to someone else having sex. The girl you want to have sex with is getting fucked by another dude, and you are liking it. You are enjoying it. You are getting pleasure from it. You are fucked up. You need to realize this fact. Use it as motivation. Because as soon as you are completely fixed from this addiction, your life is going to get so much better. You're going to be so much happier in the long run. And you will regret not destroying this addiction sooner, because you will finally be happy. As soon as this addiction is over, you're gonna start getting girls, and you're finally going to get love, intimacy, and compassion from another human being, from a significant other. And that's what you want, because love is a beautiful thing. And the porn industry is currently destroying it. So realize this fact. The only ones who are winning from porn is the porn industry. Not the actors, not the actresses, not you, the industry. The industry is winning. Realize that fact and then move away from it. Good luck. I hope this video helped. And I really hope that you fix this addiction. Because when I did, I was eternally happy. So do this. Good luck and see you soon.